You know, for years and years and years and years and years and years, as a wrestling fan, I have always heard that WrestleMania is the grand stage of them all. And it is, by far. There's nothing like being at a WrestleMania. Let me tell you, the ambiance, the arena, the people screaming, the passion, that big fight feel. There's nothing like it. But let's face facts. The Royal Rumble Premium Live event is literally the most unpredictable one there is. That's what makes it so special. It is the event that is encapsulating of the entire year. Pretty much. You can basically get a sense of where the WWE is going to go from January through August based on what happens at the Royal Rumble. It sets the tone for the year. And personally, and I think I can say this, being at a Royal Rumble Live is on my bucket list, and it is my favorite event of the year. I mean, just the anticipation. 30 women, 30 men going at it in their respective matches, vying for a chance to headline WrestleMania in the main event. That is like, it's mind blowing. It's big. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so underrated compared to WrestleMania. I don't think the Royal Rumble gets that much respect, to be honest with you. I think it deserves a whole lot more. But I'll say this, and I'll tell you right now why it hasn't gotten the respect it deserves. Because ever since 2021, I can tell you this, it has not been the same. It hasn't hit the same. 2021, I'm not even going to blame the WWE. I'm not going to blame the booking. I'm not going to blame any of that. I blame it on COVID. It was really shocking to see how important the fans are, especially at an event like the Royal Rumble. It just did not feel the same. So they had a pandemic Rumble. The following year was literally the worst Royal Rumble I've ever seen. I know people like to throw 2014 out there, but the funny thing about that is everybody loves the end result of it. Oh, Daniel Bryan beat Batista and Randy Orton and, the Miracle on Bourbon Street and everything. So I'm like, well, without that Rumble, it doesn't really set up that way. The anticipation of Bryan getting there and everything, like, it worked out for the best. 2022's WrestleMania suffered because of the 2022 Royal Rumble. Like, let's think about it. Who won those matches, first of all? Ronda Rousey won. Okay? Nobody wanted that to happen. And what did we get? A lackluster match with Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. I can tell you personally, if you would ask Charlotte Flair, who would you have wanted to win that Rumble and who would you wanted to have faced at WrestleMania, she would have said Sasha Banks. Okay? Ronda Rousey would have been one of the last choices. So, not a great match. And then Brock Lesnar wins the freaking 2022 Men's Royal Rumble right after he loses his WWE Championship to Bobby Lashley. And then he regains it at the Elimination Chamber. And what happens? We get a unification match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Jeez. So that match wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. But to build it as the greatest, WrestleMania match of all time, like the grandest or whatever the adjective they decided to use was, it was pretty lackluster. We look back at 2023, Cody Rhodes won. Great match between Cody and Roman. Great match between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Like, those are two winners we wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? But the Royal Rumble matches themselves were not that memorable. Like, the only thing I remember from 2023's Women's Royal Rumble match was the fact that it came down to Rhea, Liv, and Asuka. And it was pretty damn close, and the only reason Rhea really won was because Asuka sprayed Liv in the freaking face. Liv couldn't see where she was going. And Rhea eliminated Asuka. And then, Liv, was trying to find her place. She did her best. But ultimately, Rhea Ripley would win by, throwing her off. So, pretty cool, but like, what do we remember about the Royal Rumble matches themselves in the last couple of years? Last 3 years? Not really much. That they need to fix that. I need some surprises. I need some, bomb ass fatal 4-ways at the end of it, like CM Punk, LA Knight, Randy Orton, AJ Styles. I don't know, something like that. They might not be in the Royal Rumble because they already have a match, but I mean, shit, they did that with Brock Lesnar in 2022, so why not? We need some like surprise entrance. We need some big returns this year. Like they need to let's make this Royal Rumble the shit, man. Like this needs to be like a big event. They have the potential of doing it. This could be the greatest Royal Rumble ever if they play their cards right. They got CM Punk in the match. They got Cody Rhodes. All these different superstars. Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest. I don't know if LA Knight and AJ Styles and Randy Orton are going to be in it, like I said, but like, hopefully there's some big, entrance in there, some great elimination spots, big moments, something like that. Because if we just go through the Royal Rumble and the biggest thing we remember about it is who won, that's an issue. Like, seriously, I know there's that old saying that everybody only remembers the winner, but when it comes to WWE, we know it's a different feel. We need a great match, right? We need a Royal Rumble that we can go back and watch 10,000 times. People did that with the 2008 Royal Rumble, 2010, 2016 was pretty good. So like that's 2001. Like we need that kind of match again. I think they can do it this year. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who should win the Royal Rumble? Who should return? Who do we want? What should be the final 4? And let me know what you guys think about this WrestleMania season, because in my opinion, this is like the biggest it's ever been. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.